Well then, it looks like that was a great Roller to the Rescue and James Pond 2 run, singular. Coming up now, we have Sonic 4 Episode 1 by my good buddy Argick. But before we get to that, we have a $20 donation from RoboSparkle. Poor JKL, he'll never be happy again because he didn't save the animals. At least he saved Christmas. Getting a weird deja vu though. I don't know what you mean. And with that, we're just gonna go right ahead. Argick, take it away.
Thanks, buddy, and thanks for the donation there, RoboSparkle. Always save the animals, team save the animals. And speaking of saving the animals, we're going to do just that in this magnificent game known as Sonic 4 Episode 1. So we're going to take it away if you be ready on the timer, as this game unfortunately minimizes if I alt-tab, so I can't do it. But we're going to give you a countdown. On go, we shall go. 3, 2, 1, go. So Sonic 4 Episode 1, all emeralds here. This was a game I learned thanks to Amber Cyprin, and it's an interesting game to say the least. It is completely different physics-wise from any of the classic Sonic games, so much so that spin dashes are not that good. So we're going to try and not do spin dashes except from the start of the level. We do have the homing attack in this stage, and we also have this little thing called an air dash. Now, the air dash is the best way to maintain speed, but it's also our homing attack at the same time. So if there's an enemy on screen, we will homing attack instead of doing an air dash. And we want to be very, very careful with where we actually aim our attacks. For example, we want to hit these guys, otherwise they will hit us. And there's a lot of off-screen shenanigans that seem to go on. Like, you gotta just know where things are coming from, or you will probably hit things. But there's a lot of coming to a halt. There's a lot of... It feels very heavy, very clunky. So we're constantly fighting against the physics, constantly fighting against the classic games that I used to play, but it's still very, very reminiscent. As you see, we just jumped into a giant ring, which means we're going to a bonus stage to get the emerald. We gotta finish with 50 rings. We get to come into these bonus stages, and the main important thing is we're playing Sonic 1 in 3D. This is the HD remake version of Sonic 1's mazes in Sonic 4 Episode 1 here. The idea is that we get enough rings to open up the ring gates, and then from the ring gates, we grab enough time, and then from the time, we find the emerald. Do not hit any goal signs. Thankfully, in this stage 1 here, not many goal signs to get in our way, but later on, there's a lot of goal things. We've got the infamous bumpers that will bounce us around, and of course, the red and white candy bars to, well, to basically not hit the emerald, he says. Well done, Ark. Failing stage 1. Good job, buddy. So the downside now is we've got to do stage 1 again, because if we don't get the emerald. Feels great. So this time we're going to do it faster, and we're going to do it better. The best thing about this, though, is that once you've done a stage, you generally know where things are, and you can hopefully not mess it up like I'm doing. But we won't worry about it. This is Sonic 4 in a nutshell. Normally, it's stages 4 and 7 that I fail, but sometimes the other stages get in the way, and it's no good. But yeah, the reason we go back and we do these stages again, and we don't do any of the later stages, is because the emerald route is very, very precise. The later stages are murder without supersonic, so we're going to just focus on and just get ahead of these and take the route that we need to go through. And just go for it and see what we can do and see what we can pull off. As in, do it faster. Thankfully, the early stages here are all fairly short. They're about 1 minute and 5 seconds long if you don't almost mess it like I did there, which would have been very, very bad. But, well, okay, fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab as many rings as we can now. We should still have enough to finish the stage with, because we grab a nice hefty amount up here. Yeah, 53, we're fine. Gotta finish with the 50 rings, otherwise you don't get a chance in the bonus stage. And we're not going to fail Emerald 1 again. Emerald 1 of all things? Really, Arg? Put it down to marathon nerves again. Good job, buddy, good job. But no, we'll go back through this one. So again, main thing, 3 forms of bumpers. You got the normal squares, which are fine. You got the red and white ones, which will slow you down and twist you in a weird direction. And then you got the evil, evil red bumpers, which are just evil, and we don't like them. There we go. So the gate is open, and then we're going to grab as many rings as we can and navigate our way through the area. Going in. But at least we have the lullaby music, so we can all go for a nap, and we don't have to worry about it. Go away, red stars. We don't like you. Red bumper, white stars. Shoo.
Do you want to stay awake with a donation, perhaps?
Yes, keep me awake, buddy.
Great. We have a $14 donation from Tiny Tim. Hey all, donating for the amazing Argick and the not-so-amazing Sonic 4. Good luck on the run, cheers. And they're putting the money towards Kill the Team for Star Fox 64. And if you give me a second here, I can tell you where everything stands on that.
Don't kill the team. That's evil. The team did nothing wrong.
Well, unfortunately, it seems to me like Kill the Team is on $323, and Save the Team is at, let me, 140. So yeah, still quite the uphill battle for Save the Team, but in these past 2 donations, they've had a net profit, and they're closing the gap, so hope is on the horizon. But
Save the team!
Going.
Save the team! They don't deserve to die! But yeah, so right now... Right now...
I'm guessing you're only slightly biased.
Oh, I'm very slightly biased to saving the team, yes. All the time. Oh, we actually made the vine jump. Good. So, stage 2 here. The gimmick is vines. The vines are annoying. Unfortunately, we fell down the bottom route here, which we didn't want to do, but we take what we're given, and we run with it, and then we grab our speed shoes, because speed shoes actually do speed shoes things. Who would have thunk? And of course, every 100 rings gives you an extra lives. Extra lives are not a problem in this game, and you will find out why very, very soon when we further into the casino levels, because gambling is a thing in this game. And we're just going to take that super safe, jump over, and then hit that guy and end, because if you get hit by him, there are no rings towards the end of the level. Taking it slow to jump in the big ring, because once that signpost stops spinning, you lose all control of Sonic, and if you've not jumped into that big ring in time, that's it. Tough. You ain't getting the bonus stage. Speaking of, we're coming in bonus stage number 2. Let's do bonus stage 2 better than the first one. Come on, buddy. Let's do this. So special stage number 2. Again, everybody going for a nap. Just taking it down. Bring it down. Bring it quiet. A little bit of ASMR. And we'll get ruined by the extra life noise very, very soon. But for now, we can talk and just chill, raising money for ESA and their sponsored events. It's been a fantastic marathon so far, as we talk and we go to sleep with a good lullaby. And it's ruined. There you go. See, completely ruined by the extra life noise. And then suddenly, we get to go back to sleep again and come through our ring gates, focusing not on getting hit by these bumpers, because there's a few bumpers that we're coming down to here that are very evil, and we want to just make sure we don't get hit and grab the Chaos Emerald.
That is a good ASMR. May I try that?
Yes.
May I try it too by reading some messages?
Go ahead, my friend.
Well, I can tell you a little bit about our event, ESA Together, which is a week-long online marathon that will feature speedrunners and score attackers from all around the world. We invite everybody, be it ESA regulars or first-timers, showcasing their best for you. ESA Together is supporting ESA and our other affiliated events' increased costs this year, connected with the coronavirus outbreak. Thank you all for your incredibly generous support so far, and keep the donations and subscriptions and cheers coming.
Nicely done. I won't tell you we were at the bonus stage when you started that. But yeah, Sunset Hill here. Nice, easy stage. Don't have to worry too much about anything. Usually when I say easy, something goes wrong. So hopefully nothing will go wrong here. But we're using the zip lines. We're navigating our way over the platforms here. And we're going to head towards the end of the stage with, once again, 50 rings. And unlike other stages, this has one glitch that we just failed to do because we couldn't do the run. So we're just going to do the long way through the stage. But unlike other stages in other Sonic games, this has 3 stages, yes, but it also has an emerald at the end of this stage, as the bonus stage, the boss stage, is its own thing. And yes, that spring just sent me downwards. This physics is amazing. I'm an upward spring. I'm going to send you downwards. No, this game has a lot of weird stuff that you've just got to take as the game throws it at you, honestly. Sometimes things just go wrong. You got to deal with it. And part of the speedrun is just learning what can go wrong, when it can go wrong, and how to recover it. Obviously, like any other classic Sonic game, there are a number of routes through these stages. There is the top route there that you're not supposed to take by spin dash jumping off a corner. But then there are the bottom routes that are filled with enemies, and of course the mid route through the rope lines. But back into our ASMR here, where we get to all just have a nice, brief respite from the daily stresses of life at the moment. And just chill. Enjoy the mosaic-style moving background and get a little bit dizzy while the screen is spinning. So you also see the timer here. Timer is, of course, counting down. We grab the extra time in the stages to allow us to navigate our way through. Grabbing the rings for the ring gate and then heading straight down. And if I do it right, we go straight through and we navigate to where we need to. Yay. Will we hear the ding? That is the question. There is one evilly placed bumper. Evil. And I'm going to avoid hitting it. And then I'm going to avoid hitting the goal rings because the goal rings are bad. There we go. But yeah, goal rings really, really bad. There is one technique in these special stages that I will be utilizing on the later stages. And that is, if you're quick enough and you think you're going to die, you can press start and you can restart the special stage without having to redo the level. I wasn't expecting to die in special stage 1, which is why I didn't do that. So now we're coming to a boss. Yes, it is the exact same boss that we've seen every other time. It is the giant wrecking ball boss. I will get hit by this boss, I guarantee it. So 2, and then homing attack onto 3, and then probably getting bodied here. Will we get hit by him? We did not get hit by him. This is a first. 4, 5. I didn't actually get hit by the boss. Feels good. Here's why spin dashes are bad, by the way. Spin dash, drop. Literally a straight drop. That's why we don't use spin dashes. And we're saving the animals right here. Hello, animals. Out you come. It's time to save you, buddy. Yeah, yeah. And that is stage 1 of 4. There's only 4 levels in this game. It's a fairly short game. But it gets harder and harder as it goes along, as you'd expect. We're coming up to the casino-style levels now. We are going to be gambling. This has amazing level design. This has peak level design right here. This stage can be done in about a minute if you take the top route. If you take the bottom route or fall down at any point in time, it takes about 3. Because there's so much back and forth and gambling and things that get in your way in the bottom route that it's just never, ever worth going. Use our little bumpy friend here, do a big flip. Gonna land on this and then do a spin dash. And we didn't get the jump, so are we falling all the way down? No, we are safe. Thankfully, we can get the backup platform to take us back up, hence why it's a backup platform. Taking us to the top route, so we should finish this still in about a minute 15-ish, maybe? Want to get off these bumpers. Don't get stuck in there. Again, physics are a thing. Very Sonic 2-like, if you've played the Sonic 2 casino stages. And we want to stop, jump off, so we land down onto the flipper, up onto this flipper, time the flip, so we go up and round the gap. And then down and we jump off, and we're going to hit this flipper, run back to the left, and we're going to jump on a bumper, immediately hold right and homing attack, and then we're just going to jump and we're out the maze. We're literally, that's it. We skip half the level like that by taking this route. And I've got to remember and jump and actually land in the special stage ring. I've been practicing this on the level select menu, which doesn't have special stage rings at the end. And I was about to just run right past that special stage. It's like, no, you need those. Don't do that. Anyway, special stage number 4. This is one of the harder ones that I get very, very panicked to do. The start, very easy. Don't press anything. Doing, 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 doing. And then the game will do it. We need 13 more, but thankfully, we know where they are. They're down in this ring gate that just opened. But we need every single one of them. All right, don't give me it. I will find another ring. Grab any one of those rings, please. There we go. Big loop. So now we're going to get stuck into bumper heck. Bumper heck. Don't like these. Don't bump me around. Bumpers. Please, please. Oh, control yourself. There we go. Okay. Now I need to gain control of the character because this is the evil part. Bumpers leading straight to goal rings. And then the next one here, I take it super safe. I literally just line myself up so I can do a straight drop. That's the hard part of that stage done. And then we're just going to bump here. And then we're going to land straight down. Not on the bumper. We want on the crystals. These crystals are exactly the same as they were in Sonic 1. The pink ones will disappear after 1 hit. Yellow ones disappear after 2 hits. And the green ones disappear after 3 hits. Obviously, path of least resistance, you want to take the purple ones. We are now coming up to the Road of Cards. Was this your card? We don't know because we never actually look at the cards at all. It's not a magic trick. But we are going to use the Road of Cards to navigate through this stage. Good spin dash jump there, buddy. As you can see, spin dash jumps not as useful in this game as you would like to think. So we're going to take the top route once again. And this is the stage why we don't need to worry about lives. We're already at 20 lives. Take a note of how many lives we end up with once we finish. Because every time you hit these cards, you'll either get a ring, an Eggman, or a life. And we want to stay up the top here. We're going to use our bumper buddy when he turns around. Bump us up. Away we go. Round and through. In. And then we jump off this side. Probably going to hit the wall. Yeah, we're just going to run down here and grab our boosty pad. Boost pad allows us to run down and through. in 1, 2, 3. And is this your card? We don't know. It's all Eggman. But we run over the cards. And we're going to head up to this area. Going to jump from this one straight off the enemy. And we're going to make sure we stay on the top here. We get one safety platform there. But the rest of them, we do not. We just got to stay around here. Big jump up. All the extra lives. Here they come. Get 3 of a card and you get that item. So it's either 10 rings or a life. Get 3 Eggmen and nothing happens, which is nice, actually. So we just skipped half the level by taking that card shortcut. And now we got a set of springs that we're going to try and navigate by skipping one out with the homing attack. All the cards coming to us. Need 50 rings, remember. We got plenty of rings. Gonna jump over the bat here. Do not get crushed by the crushers, as they can and will crush you. I found that out the hard way. And now for the hardest part of this level. A set of cards over a bottomless pit. So if you fall off, you die. Seriously, game designers, please never design levels with modes like this. It's not fun. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out so I don't die. Gonna wait for that, and then we're gonna go, stop, spin dash, jump. Skips the entire cycle for that one, but if you fail that jump, you fall down, you die. It's not fun. We're going to jump, and we're going to jump, and we're going to dash, and then we've got one more set of cards. That is a checkpoint right at the very end of the level, which you would think is a great thing, but it's not, because if you die there, you've got no chance of getting 50 rings. Thankfully, we have 50 rings here, and finishing this stage, 2 bottomless pits with card cycles that if you fall down, you just die. Why would you do that? Who hurt you? Don't. So special stage number 5 coming up now. More ASMR. Very smooth stage. If it goes well, we'll see what we can do. It's a lot of turning to the left here. So while we're doing this, I'm going to pass it over to Pollister again.
Oh, that's great. Well, I would like to ask you, Argick, what is your favorite ESA shirt?
Oh, my favorite ESA shirt has to be the brand new one that they released with the circular controllers in a wonderful gold color.
Ah, yes. Well, it looks a lot like the ESA 2016 one, doesn't it?
It does.
I guess that was the inspiration. So, if you would like to have one of these, because you can, well, you can go to www.speedrunstore.com. And I just saw that, unfortunately...
Don't point that out, mister! Yeah, I know. I whiffed it again. Leave me alone.
It's fine. But you get to console yourself. You can go to speedrunstore.com and buy a shirt or a hoodie, because they're both amazing. They're actually amazing.
They're genuinely really nice. The quality is very good. They are a very comfy t-shirt. And the design is amazing. I'm very glad they brought it back. But yes, thanks for pointing out the obvious. I failed the special stage again. Laugh it up. Wah, wah. It does mean I gotta go do my favorite stage again. Oh yeah, no, we will do it. Like, take no mistake, we will do it. It's just, unfortunately for us, it is one of those moments where you have muscle memory on those bonus stages, and if it goes wrong, your muscle memory completely betrays you. In my case there, that is meant to just be left, right, left. That's not enough speed. I'll use the spin dash to get over there. Do not fall off that card. Thank you very much. And we'll go around it again. But yeah, as you can see, my last marathon run I did in this, I also failed that special stage by doing the exact same thing. So, it's my favorite special stage, and somehow I'm able to fail it more than the others, which is an impressive feat if I do say so myself. The excuse should be, I'm just trying to farm extra lives because I'll need them for later. Yeah, that works. It's fine. We're not at 32 lives or anything. No! Just gonna make a face and just look at the screen now. But no, back to the evil part of the stage again here. Bottomless pits. Again, it gets your nerves up. I don't know what it is with me in Sonic games, but when I'm playing a Sonic game and I'm not thinking about it, it's fine. When I'm playing a Sonic game and I know there's a bottomless pit below me, nerves kick in and then I start playing like rubbish. I don't know if that's just like a nerve thing or if it's because I know that they're there and it's like you get very, very worried about it or whatever, but, you know, it happens, so we don't worry about it. Welcome to speedrunning in a nutshell. And we're just going to run along the cars, jump at the end there, and once again head towards the end and jump into the bonus stage. And don't fail it this time, Arg. Seriously? This is why I have a high estimate, by the way. These stages can be very, very annoying. Special Stage 7 in particular is where this time is coming from, because I will pause and restart on that stage. I guarantee it. Right, let's try this again. Left. And then left again. And then left again. And then left again. And then left into right. And we go straight down. And then we turn. There's the area where we got hit. But you can see how different it is once I'm actually thinking about what I'm doing and not falling down and hitting things. There you go. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for the first time. Very smooth. Going away, and then we land in the area that just opened up. Grabbing the emerald in the middle. And that is how Emerald 5 is supposed to go. Really smoothly. But because I bounced on that first area and I accidentally hit and lost all my speed, I kept on going left too much and went straight into the goalposts. Don't want to go to the goalposts. Maybe if they just move the goalposts. I know we're not supposed to move the goalposts, but we do it. And you're here. Casino Climax. Here we come. This stage is cannon. Go in the cannon, launch the cannon, boom. In the cannon, boom, up, boom, up. And it's really fun to play. It's got a really chill tune as well, so we can just dance along to the tune and go for it. I know Panda Senpai has a Genesis version of the original Splash Hill that he so loves. He was posting it in chat there before the run began. Homing attack off the screen because, you know, there's enemies there. Not supposed to know if those enemies are there until you've played the game once, I guess. And then, of course, the infamous barrel crushing cycle. Make sure you're in the middle, otherwise you will get crushed and things that are very bad will happen. And then don't want to go up the top for once. I said don't want to go up the top for once. We want to go this way. We're going to use the flippers this time. Spring on the flippers on the spring. Springs on the flippers on the bumpers, and, you know, we do them all, and we ascend through the level. And then through into the bumpers. Getting through that. Gonna have to jump off the top of the roofs of these ones because there's evil bumper placement in the middle there. Hitting all the bats and then falling down into the cannon. And arise we shall. One's to the left, bump our way up. Through, up, round, and again running on the wall. Gonna hold left as soon as we hit the bumper to land off the springs. Homing attack up. And then another lovely little cycle that we're waiting on these boxes. Do. Bats, please do not hurt me. Alright, cannon section. 2 cannon. Onto the left cannon, which is another 2 cannon. Up to the middle here, which is a 1 cannon. And then a no cannon into a 2 cannon. And then straight through. That was a very smooth cannon section. I'm happy with how that turned out. And then again, evil. After the 3rd rings, do a homing attack. You'll land on the enemies. How you're supposed to know that, I don't know. And once again, a bottomless pit with death below it. Platforms that fall and bumper right there. Why is that top bumper there? What is this? And we hit that and away we go. When you play this game, I guarantee you, you will hit that top bumper and you will fall down. I know this, for I have done it, and I was not a happy man. In a special stage number 6. Now, special stage number 6 is a giant labyrinth style maze. We want to try and grab as many rings as we can, because there are about 12 ring gates in this one that we'll be passing through. So we try and grab as many rings as early as we can, which means taking little detours to grab sets of 12 rings like this, because that is a massive amount of rings in the grand scheme of things. And try and not bump ourselves on the left and right side. You're hearing the noises of the gates opening up there. All those emerald collection noises are, of course, these gates opening up. And away we go, and we just navigate our way through. Dodging the bumper on the corner. Dodging the bumper on the corner. Not a bad bumper, just bounces you out of the way to be a little bit annoying. And then we grab our 10 seconds of time. Dodge the other bumper. Oh, very smooth round there. And we want to just make sure we can line ourselves up to grab the 6 rings here. Straight down all the rings. We've got a good amount. You can hear all the gates opening ahead of us now. I will make sure I grab a set of safety rings very soon. Got a set of safety rings here, actually. We'll grab them. There's an extra gate opening, so grabbing safety rings was a good choice. Can we get the bounce? Oh, nailed it through the bumpers there. Good bouncing straight through. Last 6 rings of the stage here. And that should be us. Let's find out. Nicely done. If you do not have enough rings, you have to go around the outside of the emerald to grab the sets of rings that are there. Those those rings are surrounded by gold rings. We do not want them. So now we're coming to the boss fight. And stop me if you've heard this boss before or seen this boss before. If you've heard this boss before, you can stop me as well. So we're just going to run ourselves over here. This boss looks familiar. I'm not sure where I've seen it before. I wonder if we hit the ground, if he'll try and grab us, or if he'll drop spike bombs on us. And he does both. And now he's going to run up the air because we have made him unhappy. He's going to try and electrify himself, but we are just going to head off bumpers and stuff. spin dash up, and we're going to hit him. He's not even going to get a chance to do anything, which is really good.
Wait a minute, I've heard this before.
You've heard this boss before?
Oh my, yeah.
Who would have thunk? Yes, it is, of course, the boss from the Casino Zone in Sonic 2. A little bit modified. He does have a desperation move where he'll put a little canopy over his head and start spinning around like Sonic does, but we don't get to see any of that. We are fine. We are now coming into the Lost Labyrinth stage, which is going to be the final Emerald stage if we do it right. Fingers crossed. Org's already failed two of them. But we'll see how this goes. So Lost Labyrinth, again, we want to grab 50 rings as we navigate the stage. Nice, fantastic set of bounces of those three folk there. Goodbye. And we will be using water. Yes, there's water in a labyrinth stage. Oh no. Thankfully, there is no drowning music as far as I'm aware. There are, however, Indiana-style boulders that we're just going to dodge ourselves. And we're going to run away and try and not get hit by any of them if I can help it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait for the fifth because the spiky boy is there. Dodging spiky boy. Again, dodging the other spiky boy. And we're just going to leg it because we are Indiana Jones now. It's like a game of Temple Run or something. Taking the top route here because the top route is significantly faster as always. Big ball here. We're just going to jump off the ball. Goodbye, ball. We're faster than you. Run away. There's a set of hidden springs under the fourth piece of ruin. We jump up, we dash, and we're going to have to slow ourselves down here by holding left. And we still got hit anyway. Well, feels bad. Gonna grab all 32 rings. Fun fact, if you have more than 32 rings and you get hit in this game, exactly 32 rings will drop. Why 32? No idea. It just decided to give you 32 rings. The good news is there are plenty of rings between here and the end of the level, so getting hit there is not a bad thing. This is the part we got to be super careful at because we want to take the lower path once we get hit by the spring here. So run our way down here and then just jump over and take this bottom path, right? You may be wondering, why the bottom route? Well, one, there's a life there, but two, skips 3 boulder sections. 3. Now, this boulder we have to stay on as, once again, giant kill plane at the bottom of us. If you fall down, you're going to get lost in the ruins forever. Nah, you'll just die and the level will reset. So we're going to just continuously tap left so we're going back here. Do not want to fall off. Keep Sonic on the ball. On the ball, Sonic. Keep going. And then I am going to focus on this next bonus stage because if I fail it, nobody's going to ever let me live it down again because I've already failed 2, so let's not fail 3 in a row, shall we? 3rd time's the charm, eh? But yeah, we're going to enter the bonus stage. This one is the hardest one. The first 2 rooms are the hardest rooms here because they are filled with plenty of bumpers and I don't want to fail. I will have my finger ready on the retry button in case I need to just restart. So I'm just going to focus here. Please excuse the silence and enjoy the ASMR.
Can I do some ASMR?
Yes, you may.
Okay, well, if you donate enough money during this event, you will be entered into the draw for some amazing prizes. We have, for $15, the HyperX Fury Ultra RGB mousepad and a French indie game bundle by various developers. If you donate $5 more and go up to 20, you'll get a Pulsefire Dart wireless mouse, or, well, correction, you'll be entered in the draw for that. Another $5, maybe $25 is what we're thinking. Well, there is 3, yes, count them, 3 draws for HyperX wireless headsets. So those are all very, very exciting. So I encourage you all to get your donations in for a chance to win some amazing prizes. Just make sure you have your email in the donation so we know it's you.
Yep, very good prizes there. Big thank you to HyperX for sponsoring the event as well. And now everyone's having that. Woohoo! I did it, I didn't die. That second room with the bumper. Yeah, that second room with the bumpers is the worst. Also, I am not pressing the next add button here because if I press the next add button here, the game will crash. Once you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds and try to advance to the next stage, the game will crash. You need to go back to the hub world first. Because the hub world tells you you can now transform into Super Sonic, which is really unfortunate timing because I love Lost Labyrinth Act 2 here. The stage is such a banger and we don't get to hear any of it because, well, we're about to transform once I grab this 10 ring box and we jump through. But yeah, special stage 7 there. Hardest special stage just because of that second room. There are bumpers and there are goal posts and you name it and it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all, boss. And then straight through, and away we go. We've got 52 rings, and we transform into Supersonic. The world of darkness is now suddenly lit up, and we can just run ourselves through. Supersonic, of course, giving us invincibility, super speed, increased jump height, draining our rings, and of course, a never-ending loop. This is why we don't get to hear good music anymore. But yeah, this, I hope you're used to this song. It's not as bad as Sonic 3's loop, but it is definitely up there. And we're now in the minecart. We want to make sure we jump when the game tells us to jump, like now and then now, because if you fall down the bottom right, you're going to have fun in the labyrinth, which we don't want to do. Make sure you are holding the directional button at all times in this game. As you see with the spin dashes, if you release a spin dash and are not holding a directional button, you will come to a complete stop. I recently found out the hard way that it also happens in the minecarts. I released the button while I was in a minecart thinking I was safe, and the game plummeted me to my death. It was interesting, to say the least. A very today I learned moment. So we got to use the lantern to light up these areas. That is where we need to go. Trying to actually hit the spring, because even Supersonic has trouble hitting springs at times. We wait for the explosion. Explosions! Mr. Torg would be a very happy man if he played this game. Come on, we want to come up here. We want to take the top route, dodge the ring box that's in the way there. Never getting that cycle, never lucky. Ooh! Nice try, game. This is why increased jump height is a thing. And straight through, and away we go, and we're just legging it across. Gonna hit this one and land in another minecart, which once again we want to jump for. First hole is fine, there's a spring. Second hole, not so much. Games like, we'll give you one try not to mess it up. I almost was not holding right there. I was almost not following my own advice. That would have been bad. But we keep running through, and we're gonna finish the stage. And thankfully, no more big rings, because we have all the emeralds. We don't need to worry about our ring count other than getting to Supersonic stage. And we're heading into stage 3. And now we can press Y because the game will not crash. Off to Lost Labyrinth number 3. This one has a lot of, well, it says underwater maze escape. So I'll leave that for you to guess what's coming. I'll give you a hint. There is no drowning music. Don't worry about it. Well, we may end up in water here. We're all right. Going to use this ring box to jump into a treasure trove of ring boxes. Supersonic plus water physics equals a lot of fun, by the way. Whee! He's off. Unfortunately, we don't actually get to keep the super speed going from that section, which kind of not grand. Super speed, big jump, right across and away. A lot of fun to do. And we're just going to run up the hills here. No drowning music, we don't have to worry. This is the superior labyrinth music. Superior labyrinth zone, no drowning music. Nah, not at all. So you just gotta wait. And now we're in this area where if you didn't know where you were coming to, you'd be looping forever. You gotta jump after that second area. We're now being chased by a giant wall. You will hopefully never see the wall if I do this correctly. Oh no, you saw the wall, I did it wrong. Nah, the wall rubber bands, believe it or not. And you'll find out why it rubber bands when we get to Mad Gear later on. Another stage in this game that has a wall that will move and chase us. But it takes the cue from Mario Kart physics, you know. Enemies too far behind. Okay, that's fine. We'll rubber band. And we're going to take a secret tunnel through the labyrinth. Secret tunnel that allows us to navigate more of the labyrinth. And of course, when we come here, the water rises up. But it doesn't matter to Supersonic. We got ourselves, a little bit too much oomph there. You saw the homing attack reticle happen, but we did not actually get a homing attack. That's because Supersonic is too fast. Gotta go fast, but not too fast. Slow ourselves down here. And if you thought this tilting the water wasn't bad enough, yes, that is a set of spikes that they put in there that will hit you if you're not paying attention. As Supersonic, though, we don't have to worry about it. We want to hit the button. Want to fall down the right-hand side, down to the left-hand side, holding left all the way down till we hit the other ring box and follow the button. And once again, finish the stage by falling down to the right, but going to jump on the second set of the right, so wait until the platform passes and then jump, and finishing the stage in just over 2 minutes. Those will infinitely loop every time you go down. You got to remember, it's the second platform on the right-hand side each time. It's annoying to time the jumps. It really is. It genuinely is. But when you get it, it's so smooth and it's so good. And now we're coming up to the boss stage. Again, stop me. You've seen this one before. It's a trap.
Let's see.
Let's see. Come on then, Pauser. Have you seen this boss before? So what we're going to do...
I've seen Argick streams. I can do it.
You have. So So what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to hit some of the bosses as the water is raising up. And of course, the boss is running away. And can we catch him? We got him before we took a spike up the butt. Quite literally there. So that's good, which means we should get 4 hits on the way up. Run, Sonic, run! Supersonic, fast and war. Normal Sonic, not so much. There we go.
Stop. I've seen this before.
Have you seen this before?
I've seen this before.
Where did it come from?
As a matter of fact.
You might be seeing it again if you're not careful. But yeah, so it does actually change it up. We're now in his desperation phase where he is going to trap us in a maze here and start summoning pillars to try and squish us. Thankfully, we've already hit him 5 times, so he only has 3 more hits. But let's see if we get a good pattern on the pillars here. That's a not bad pattern. Let's see if we can sneak in a hit or 2. 1. Can we get a second hit, maybe? Yes, we did. I'm going to grab a ring for safety. And because the thing is, he has invulnerability frames even after he's finished flashing, which is really annoying, unfortunately. This is the evil pattern, because if you're not careful on your jump there, you will get squished by them. And the boss explodes, and away he goes. But there was his desperation phase. He's exploded, he's covered in soot, and he's flying off again in his Eggmobile. Yeah, you fly away, mister. And we have finished the Lost Labyrinth. We have once again escaped the Lost Labyrinth, and we are going to head towards the Mad Gear stage, aka Metropolis Mark III. Really good stages, looks wonderful, and is actually quite fun. So, coming up now, Mad Gear Dr. Eggman's Secret Base. So once again, I mentioned Metropolis. This does mean we have our friends. Of course, we have Scyther, Kingler, and Staryu all ready to mess us up. We'll see where they are. There's Kingler right there. Hi, Kingler. And we're going to see Scyther and Staryu very, very soon as well. So we're just running. We're going to jump. We're going to dodge the steam vents here. Steam, good service, but we don't want to use it just now. Bye, Kingler. Out of the way. Do not want to hit the vents when there are spikes above it. And then we want to take a jump over here. Landing our way in. Almost at 50 rings, which is really important. Now we're at 50 rings, so we're going to transform for safety reasons. And we're just going to leg it through the rest of the stage. Big run, big jumps, big whiffs. We don't want the big whiffs. I'm going to wait. There's our Scyther. And there are the big whiffs there. Of course, it is the piston. Supersonic, while we say he is invincible, there are still the ability to take crush deaths. And they put spikes above the pistons just to crush you, because if you're not careful, you're gonna get squished. Supersonic, of course, can only die in one of 2 ways, which is 1, getting hit, and 2, getting squished. So we're just running our way over here, and then we're gonna just... Wow, okay. Apparently, there's a set of speed shoes there. Who knew? Hit the booster! Thank you, Supersonic. Your jumps are too big. He's too strong. So I managed to just completely skip a loop by jumping. Very interesting physics in this game. We do not get to use them as much as we would love to, especially as Supersonic here. Yes, he just stood on a solid pixel to grab a jump under those pistons. It's very dangerous. The steam vents are leading us to the area. I want to make sure I hit all of them because there are bottomless pits above us. There's the Staryu. If you blink, you missed it. And of course, we're coming towards the end of the level, and no level would be complete without the Gauntlet of Crushers. Leg it! Run away! Supersonic makes light work of those. If you are normal Sonic, you have to charge a spin dash or do a perfect dash. But if you miss the dash, squish. You're gonna squish. We're almost at 50 lives. Will we hit 50 lives by the end of this game? Let's find out. Escape the cog trap zone now, Mad Gear Atu. We've got a lot of cogs in this one. The machine's inner workings here. There are 2 parts to the cog. There's the inner part and the outer part. We want to try and jump on the outer part as much as we can because the outer part is very easy to get off. The safety bubble there, for as its name implies, safety. Want to take the top route. Do not want to go stuck in the middle of them. Want to try and get a spin dash jump off here. Oh, thank you, safety bubble, for saving me from Scyther, because Scyther is weird. Slowing ourselves down because we want to go down this route. Hit our springs and off we go. In and round. Doing, 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 doing. Wait for the cogs, but trying to get round onto the fast section of the cogs, using as much platforming to our advantage as we can. And then we have an even bigger cog, because if your cog wasn't big enough, we got even bigger ones. Unfortunately, this one's super slow to get going, but once we finally get going, we gotta stop it because we want to go the top route here. Again, we're at 41 rings. Gonna make sure we wait for the pistons. and then take the top route once again. We're almost at 50 rings. Now we transform. Chaos Emerald circling Sonic. Really cool transformation animation there. Transformation animation. Say that 6 times fast. All right, and with Supersonic, with his increased speed, he moves the cog significantly faster as well, opening the new routes that we want to take. We will be using some shortcuts that get utilized with these areas, and we're just going to run down all the Staryus trying to explode, opening up the shortcut. Gotta go really fast because the shortcut opens 4 different parts that we have to navigate. And if you miss any one of them, you're going to be taking the bottom path. And the bottom path is very fast. Hit the button to open the door. Taking the speed booster, jumping off the spring that knocks us backwards. And away we go. Run as fast as you can. Supersonic shortcut right in there. Big jump and in. I like to think that is a shortcut that is specifically designed for Supersonic, but honestly, I've got no idea. And then we stop, we land, and we hit the platform, and we jump off onto the final cog. Up we go. All the Scythers and the Kinglers to the spring. And finishing the level again in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. 63 rings to the count. So we're coming up to the final action stage in the game. This is the last one. Get ready to be introduced to the Angry Duck. And the Angry Duck is played throughout this level. A giant drill wall, impending doom, is going to be chasing us. But if you listen carefully, there's the Angry Duck. Hello, Angry Duck. Why are you angry again? Even through our special stage music, our invincibility special music, we get the Angry Duck. Wah, wah. You can blame my chat for that. I was like, oh, it's a warning siren. They're all like, no, it's an Angry Duck. Wah. Oh, Kingler. Kingler, you absolute champion. So Kingler has now made this stage significantly harder for myself. He got a snipe off. Unfortunately, it's just pot luck if his positioning is correct. He was right there ready to snipe us. So we'll see how this is going to go. I don't know how many rings are available in the stage. I don't think I'm going to have enough, actually. I think we're going to have to be taking this standard Sonic. Because the downside is we couldn't grab the rings, for the rings fall. And there was no way to get them back. Got to make sure we dodge these squish areas. We don't want to get squished. We're at 43. We're at 49. Really, game? 1 ring to rule them all? What is this? Lord of the Rings? Oh, dear. Land on it. Okay, we nailed it. We nailed it. Come on, Gandalf. Give me a ring. There we go. So we're just going to leg it. We don't want to transform while we're on the cog. That is a very bad idea. I'm going to wait for that to take its place and all those to go off. I'm transforming. I'm taking a safe here. No! Well, let's see where we're going. Because the platform abandoned me. I did not know the cog could abandon me like this. Oh, no. It's fine. The game takes us back around to the other stage. And away we go. We're still back on track now. Heading down. This is why we want Supersonic, because we can now stand on the spike, skipping out the entire Tilt Thyself section. And it will allow us to take the top route with Supersonic speed, because we want to hold left, do a homing attack, get up there before that squishes in the big wall. And away we go. Big jump over these guys. We don't need you. Through the walls. Angry Duck persisting even through the Supersonic music. Nyah. Nyah. Remember what I said about this platform rubber banding? It's still chasing us, I swear. It's just very, very slow now. And there you go. Finishing the stage in 2 minutes and 16 seconds there. Losing about 16 seconds to not getting Supersonic near the start of the stage there. But thankfully, enough rings to keep us safe. And we're coming into the Mad Gear boss fight. Hollister, once again, my friend, stop me if you've seen this boss before.
I'm ready.
So we are going to wait in this corner for... Here comes a boss that we've never seen before. Totally unique design. Yes. And we want to time a jump for as late as we can, as we want to... Well, we've not got the quick kill now because we accidentally hit him instead of getting hit by these little bubbles. Let's see if we can keep the bubbles on our side there. No, don't go away. Go away, bubbles. So we want to wait for him to do this.
So I've seen this before, yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, what up?
Even with 15-second latency from the ESA stream, I've still seen...
You've still seen this boss before. Yeah, so we're now coming into the desperation phase. He is going to do an all-run section where we're going to use the jump to boost. He's going to chunk throw down these little balloons at us now. Balloons can be a number of different varieties. We have blue, we have standard, and we have our friend Chunky Boy. We'll see if we see Chunky Boy. If Chunky Boy makes an appearance, Chunky Boy! Oh no, he's chunky. Normally, Chunky Boy doesn't make an appearance until the next stage, but we got a sneak peek at Chunky Boy there. So yeah, each of them have their own movement powers. Normal will bounce at a normal speed. Blue will bounce really fast. And Chunky Boy, he's a big boy. You gotta run under Big Boy. You can't jump over him. Freeing our last set of animals. Of course, all the animals are now free. You could say we saved the animals. Save the team, please. Don't kill the team. And we're now coming up to the final level, which of course is a boss rush. If you like the boss theme, boy, you are in for a treat. Because all we're going to hear is the 7-second loop. So the bosses are all in their desperation modes from the very beginning. They all have 4 hits, which is really good for us. Really bad for everybody else, though. And we are going to take the bosses all down. So there you go. First boss is gone. Gonna wait in the center until the camera unlocks, because if the camera does not unlock in time and has to chase you, you will lose your speed. Wait for the camera to center on Sonic. Spin dash our way through. Boss 1 of 4 completed. Boss number 2. Sorry, boss. Well, yeah, no, I was right. Yeah. Boss hit number 1. Boss hit number 2. Boss hit number 3. And we got hit there. Boss hit number 4, and he's gone. So that's that boss away as well. Now we're coming up to the Lost Labyrinth boss. Lost Labyrinth boss has been changed in such a way where his pillars move significantly faster. There are 2 patterns that I want to see and 2 patterns that I don't want to see. The 2 patterns that I don't want to see will crush me, because no doubt I will get stuck behind Eggman's big bottom. He has a very, very big hitbox, and we don't want to get hit by it if we can help it. We'll see what happens. Are you giving us a good one? No, you're giving me the one where I will get stuck under your bottom. So these move significantly faster, as you can see. You gotta take your time and make sure you don't get squished by them. Getting a double hit would be nice, but it's even tighter than the standard boss fight. We might get one in here if I'm lucky. And we didn't. His invincibility frames are still there. Doesn't look like they were still there, but they were still there. I do not want you to do the middle one. He did the middle one. Okay, I'm gonna jump for it now. Thankfully, we got it. All right, coming up to the final boss, immediately in his desperation phase. Again, there are 3 types of balloons incoming. Standard balloons, blue balloons, and Chunky Boy. And we'll see if we get Chunky Boy. Chunky Boy normally makes an appearance here. Usually the 3rd balloon that he throws. So we wait for him to throw his one. We jump, and we didn't get the homing attack, but we got through it instead. Getting hit there. Grab some rings if we can. Make sure we don't get hit there. This one should be Chunky Boy. No, and it's another blue one. I need one of those rings. Oh. Where's my Chunky? Where's Chunky? We're not getting to see Chunky. I'm so sorry, folks. Chunky did not appear. He dropped a mine instead of Chunky. Feels bad.
in the chat for Chunky.
F for Chunky Boy. At least we got to see him in his actual bonus... well, in his actual boss fight. And I said 4 bosses. Well, here comes the final one. For the final time, Pollister. Stop me if you've seen this before.
I will try and read through the incentive, but if I've seen this boss before, I will stop reading. So, the Star Fox 64 Killer Save the Team. Here's an update. Kill the Team is still in the lead with $323, and Save the Team is on 2nd place with $140. That looks already very familiar. Oh, goodness me. But get your donations in. Yep, it's... okay, never mind. Yep. Get your donations in. Save the Team. I am not biased at all.
Save the team, please. We can do it. Save them. They don't deserve to die. Yes, this is Death Egg Robot again. Phase 1 here, we are trying to hit the boss as many times as we can. We want him to continuously walk, which he's being very nice at. I'm very happy with this. If you hit him twice, he'll put his hand up to try and stop you. Once he's going to come back down from this... no, he's already smoking. We are in phase 2. I'm going to stand about here as he's now very, very mad. This phase has about 20 hits. He's going to stomp us. We're going to duck under him and go to the left-hand side here. We are going to position ourselves, and we are going to pray that he will attack us with his rocket hand. We are then going to send his rocket hand back to him, and we are going to do the Sonic Shimmy, where we are going to appear behind the boss, and we are going to try and get all 20-odd hits in one attempt. Let's see if we can do this. So we want to position ourselves fairly close. Here comes the hand. 1, 2, homing attack, shimmy! Mash that jump button! Mash that jump button! Hit the boss all the times that we need. He's going to kick us. He's in desperation phase now. Final hit. Time is coming up on the final hit. If I miss this final hit, I die. And time. Yay! We didn't miss it! We didn't fail the final boss! Woohoo! We did it!
GG!
Yeah, that final boss is really evil there. The second phase is set up in such a way where they will constantly run back and forth on the screen, and you need to try and hit the boss anytime he is not vulnerable with the hand, and then hit him like 2 or 3 times. By trapping yourself in the corner and being under him, you can get all the hits in one cycle. It is significantly faster. And then that final hit, when he hits the ground, if you haven't jumped, you are stunned. Once he has hit the ground will shake, and if that ground collapses, that's it. Redo the boss. But what was my time? What did we get?
You got a 49:15.
Sub 50, even with, what was it, 3 failed special stages? I'll take it.
That is correct.
My PB is at 43, but that's because I didn't fail special stages in that one. However, we are still underestimated, which is the main thing. Again, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed it, but you are not rid of me yet, I hope. We have got a number of runs that I'm commentating for coming up. One of them being the Star Fox run. Please save the team. Don't let Kill win. Slippy did nothing wrong.
If you save the team, I will literally drink water. I am parched.
Stay hydrated, folks.
Stay hydrated. Get me to stay hydrated, please.
All right.
But yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, all right, let's hand it over and we'll get ready for the next run then. Well, you go get hydrated.
Yeah, we'll get ready for Sonic 1 2013 by Flying Fox. So that's going to be really exciting. Quick intermission. We'll be right back with that.